Deep in the heart of Texas comes a really cool record shop that I want to share with you today. Hey friends, welcome back to Eyezz. I am Jarrett New, and today we're going to be talking about End of an Ear Records, which is based out of Austin, Texas. Now, as many of you guys already know, recently I was visiting Texas because of my whole renovation situation. So while I was there, I checked out several record shops that we're going to be covering in future videos, so be sure to stay tuned for those. But for now, let's talk about End of an Ear. Well, first off, when you walk through their front doors, the first thing you're going to notice is that you just stepped into a whole world of music and entertainment. You'll see everything from vinyl record crates to movie posters, 7-inch singles, turntables, vinyl accessories, CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, and a huge selection of VHS tapes in the back right corner. Now, the vast majority of square space in this shop is of course dedicated to 12-inch vinyl albums, but what first sparked my interest were those VHS tapes, because I happened to notice that a lot of them looked kinda rare. It wasn't the usual stuff that you normally come across, like Jerry Maguire, for example. No, this was stuff that was a little more unique. For example, I saw a perfect copy of Gremlins that was in good shape, and also a Goosebumps clamshell, but then I saw some titles that I've never seen before, like Blood Sisters, Graduation Day, or my favorite, So Long Saddam. Now, this stuff isn't exactly Tales from the Quadead Zone or the Jack Frost lenticular cover, but they're still pretty cool and worth mentioning. Now let's get back to the music. So when it comes to their vinyl record selection, you get lots of different genres to choose from, like world music from Africa, Asia, and the Middle East, and also the usual flavors of jazz, soul, blues, rock, reggae, punk 45s, experimental, and my favorite, the Mondo Death Waltz section. So basically, Mondo is a newer record label with some top-notch artwork that mostly focuses on movie soundtracks. And in addition to that label, there were also other labels mixed into the crate as well. And one of the coolest I found was the Puppet Master soundtrack from Full Moon Features. I mean, just look at that album cover. It's beautiful. I probably should have picked it up, but oh well. So moving on to the accessories, they also have a little section full of inner sleeves and outer sleeves for both the 12-inch albums and 7-inch singles, and they also have these super hip looking mugs. I could definitely see myself drinking coffee out of that. And in addition to all of that stuff, they also have a large display on the back wall full of cleaning supplies, speaker wires, audio cables, blank cassette tapes, earbuds, and lots of other music-related items. Also, next to that are some cool shelves displaying some really beautiful turntables and bookshelf speakers. And they have everything from Audio-Technicas to this really cool floating project turntable. So that's pretty neat. Now, another thing that's cool is that they also have listening stations with headphones so you can preview the vinyl before you buy it. So I thought that was a nice little bonus because not all record shops have that, unfortunately. So after looking around a little bit, I made my way to the CD section. Now, although I spotted some cool vinyl during my visit, I had to keep in mind that I was still traveling and I couldn't have hot vinyl sitting in my car getting warped in the Texas sun. However, I figured that a CD shouldn't really be a problem. So basically, after looking through their inventory, I spotted an album that I just couldn't pass up. And it was actually this one right here. Brian Eno, Ambient 1, Music for Airports. As I've said before, I've been kind of on an ambient music kick lately, and this album is a classic within that genre, so I just had to pick it up. And I was actually listening to this one last night, and I had two really cool dreams, one right after the other. So if you're into that kind of stuff, if you're into ambient, you might want to check this one out. So overall, I really enjoyed my time at End of an Ear Records, and if you're in the Austin area, you should definitely stop by and check them out. Now, what record shops have you visited lately? Let us all know down in the comments below, and if you love music, be sure to subscribe and smack that little notification bell so you don't miss the new videos. And most importantly, friends, have a fantastic day and keep spinning that vinyl.